I'm looking at how much time we have spent. It has gone a lot longer than what
I'm
I
sorry.
thought.
Okay, all right.
And oh, not a problem here. But I'm going to see if we can wrap this up.
Okay.
We've talked about liberty and freedom, and we've talked about the role of government, the 10th Amendment, and a bunch of other liberty and freedom things. But you've used the word protect. And when the founders put the Constitution together, and when the founding fathers of New Hampshire put the New Hampshire Constitution into effect, their role was to protect the citizens. It was to protect. Well, I'm going to ask you, what was their intent in their use of the word protect and their use of freedom? Because here's the difference. One of the core differences, you talk about truth, and I apologize for the long run up here, but I think it's a defining philosophical point that we have to make, and I think your potential voters need to know this. Oftentimes, conservatives say the constitutions were written to protect the citizenry against an encroaching government, but now, since FDR with the Second Bill of Rights, progressives say it is the role of government to protect citizens against the vicissitudes of normal life. And I would ask, on that political point,
basis, I don't believe
which
that.
way?
I don't believe that.
I believe which?
I do not believe that it's the government's right, or that the government should be taking care of citizens in daily life, living things. For instance, keeping everything as government free as we can, getting the government out. I don't believe that our founders meant that we were going to be coddling our citizenry. I don't believe that that was in any founders, in any state of this rugged nation, that we should be setting up safety nets for people everywhere, everybody should succeed. They weren't thinking that way. They weren't thinking that way at all. They were thinking of you building your own thing, running with it, and if you had a success, that was your success. Good for you. And on that's how we should, I think, move forward. We should not be thinking that government is about saving us. Government is there to serve us, and to serve what we need as a matter to excel as a people, as a community. And liberty issues go first. Our liberty, our individual liberties are first and foremost. And the government needs to get away from trying to modify what our liberties mean. They're very clear. They're very clear in all the documents.
Well, I think it's probably time that we wrap up these few minutes, which are turned out to be, excuse the grammar, many minutes. So, Jane Cormier, if potential voters have any questions or they want to look at your issues or what have you, how would they get a hold of you, and what is your website?
www.jane4 spell out newhampshire.com. So it's Jane, www.jane4 newhampshire.com.
And is there another way to reach you?
Sure, you can. I'm on Facebook, and you can also reach me at jane4newhampshire@gmail.com. If you want to do that, are you looking for a phone number or something like that?
Well, that's up to you. Some people put out their phone number and some do not.
I have no problem. It's 603-781-5695.
Well, Jane, I want to say thank you very much. This has been an interesting conversation that we've had. And we will be putting this up later. But I want to say thank you for taking some of your valuable time with GraniteGrok.
Thank you. It's been a pleasure.
Grok TV.